VAR, VAR, Video Assistant Referee, or very average referees, very average refereeing. What's up, Hammer Gang? Welcome back to Hammers Fans United. It's been a while. This will be a very quick video. Trust me when I said it, because I've got so much stuff to do. Apologies for me and Davey not doing a reaction to the Newcastle defeat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on maybe 4 or 5 subjects. Try and keep it as quick as possible. That's it, just so I can catch up. So the Newcastle game, I'm not going to go through the ratings. I was watching the game, obviously, and even before they scored, like, we was shocking. We was really bad, and I was getting frustrated. So it would have made great entertainment if I was filming myself and then put it up, but nah, it weren't good. Then the goals, like Craig Dawson, he's done it before, heavy touch, and there was no need for it, which ultimately made him have to make the challenge, red card. Then the calamitous own goal, I don't know what happened there. And then, yeah, just compounded by a red card and the ridiculous goal. Then Fabianski decides to drop the ball right into the path of Joe Linton, who can't score really, never, but he scored against us. Then I went to drop off loads of stuff and you know, like, just tidy up my car and all that. Then I got a phone call from Davey. I was checking in and it was 0-0. Then all of a sudden I get a phone call from Davey. He said 2-2. And then while we're on the phone, they bloody score again. So the disappointing thing is, both times we've played Newcastle this season, first game of the season, and obviously this game, we was poor. And they've beat us twice, man. In a season where we've had a great season, like Newcastle beating us twice. So it's just a shame that we got ourselves into that position and then the performance was poor, and we kind of, we handed it to them, when if we would have got 3 points in that game, then who knows where we'd be now. So it's just disappointing that we kind of put in that performance in that game. Moving on. So the next subject, I think if I do it in chronological order, was this European Super League farce. So, I mean, everyone's made their videos, and this is just my opinion. Obviously, we know what it is. It's about money. The fact that someone like Arsenal especially is trying to claim to be a top 6 side is comical. They haven't been a top 4 side, which obviously qualifies for the Champions League as it is for many a years. So it proved this is just about money. I know that they were saying it wouldn't affect them in the league because this is midweek, when we're not stupid. Obviously, if, let's say, for instance, they did finish in the top 6, which is not going to happen, all 6 of them. That means that whatever competition UEFA are actually holding, which would be the European Cup or the Champions League, whatever you want to call it, we would then select 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th to represent England in that competition. Then 11, 12, 13, potentially to represent the Europa League or whatever. You understand? So, of course, you having this breakaway league would affect your league position. Gary Neville, I think, you know what, like, I respect that he was passionate and he didn't sort of try and leave out his club, Man United. He kind of put them well in the mix and said, you know what, it's shocking. It's about money. And I don't know the ins and outs, and I don't claim to sort of know, but all I know is that there would have a damaging effect. But this is my thing. My thing is this, is that the bigger picture is, I think that, especially the teams in this country, sorry, to make sure no one opens the door. The teams in this country, they just don't like the fact that Leicester, with all due respect, is not one of the so-called big teams. They're consistently there or thereabouts. West Ham this season is right up there in the mix. Everton has always been a big club, we know what I'm saying. So Everton has always been, they are a big club, but recently, obviously, they haven't been around the sort of the top 4. So I think these teams are scared of the threat of teams like West Ham, teams like Leicester, teams like Wolves, not this season, but Wolves came 7th twice in the previous season. So I just think that they're seeing now that you can't all have the best players. So the so-called smaller teams will be able to have really good players. The money that comes in from the Premier League means that everybody can compete. So I think they're scared of that, and that was their main objective, is let's stop that from happening, and we're going this non-competitive league where we can just keep getting money. So thankfully it didn't happen. Right, the next point will be our defeat to Chelsea. So we'd been letting in a lot of goals leading up to that game. Chelsea generally don't concede a lot of goals. West Brom game, we take that out of the mix, and then they keep a lot of clean sheets. So I wasn't optimistic about our chances, especially as the players that we had missing, which is Rice, Antonio, Creswell. So the first half performance was okay. It wasn't great, but it's kind of like we got a... Sorry, the tripod's literally right behind the door, and I can't lock the door, and everybody wants to come in here. So yeah, the first half was kind of as I expected, and we kind of nullified them, which was good. We weren't great, but we kind of nullified them. They scored right at the end, which obviously kind of didn't help us. Now, second half, you think to yourself, let's hope like the floodgates don't open, considering how many goals we've let in. And to our credit, West Ham was doing all right in the second half. Like, we really were, like, not threatening, but we were doing all right. And statistically, we was in their final third more than they was in ours. But then obviously the red card happens, and then that any chance that we might have had, I'm not going to be deluded and say we was going to get back in, but any chance we might have had kind of goes out the window, because now you're playing against a team that keeps a lot of clean sheets, and you've only got 10 men. So yeah, that was that. So 1-0, considering everything, wasn't a bad result when you take everything into consideration. But yeah, it's a shame. Right, moving on to, let's go VAR. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And these referees, man, like, I don't want to be personal, but when he turned around from the monitor, I just looked at his face. The guy just looked like just so simple and just so dopey, and so, I think, I knew straight away, like, just looking in his face, I'm thinking, this guy is not in full control. He's gone there, he's being influenced, it's definitely going to be a red card. The refereeing standard in this country, and I'm not just talking about this one instance, and I'm not just talking about anything West Ham, like obviously the Super Check one against Fulham, once again, that was Mike Dean. I think he's our most experienced ref, and come on, man, like, you gave that, it got overturned. I'm hoping that this Balbuena one gets overturned. It should do. I just think, like, generally the standard of refereeing in this country is poor, man. It's poor, and we claim to be the best league in the world. And if that's the case, then the referees have got to sort of reflect that, and they are shocking, man. They are really, really bad. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It should get overturned, but the point is, or the fact is, that somebody sat there, which was another referee, he's highlighted that, then he's brought it to this referee's attention, and between the two of them, they both agree that that's a red card. And for me, that there is a big, big problem. So I don't know what's going to change, but something needs to change. We need VAR, obviously, because it gets, or you want it to get like the major decisions right, but that there is ridiculous. And then moving on, I tried to keep this show, or this segment of, or this show different from normal. This one is not West Ham related. This is, I watched a video on YouTube, which was Robbie Lyle, I think his surname is, from AFTV. He phoned into Talksport, and I think it was initially speaking about the Super League, and then Ray Parler's getting onto him, very condescending, talking about AFTV. Soon as I want to do a video, everybody want to come in here. Everybody want to phone me, like, fucking hell, man. Where was I? So basically, Robbie's on Talksport, and Ray Parler's on there, being very condescending. And he's talking about Arsenal or AFTV. They thrive off Arsenal losing or Arsenal dropping points, because then they get more views and blah, blah, blah. But he came across very bitter and very almost jealous that AFTV are doing what they're doing, and because he mentioned like, you know, the money and stuff like that. So I know this is nothing to do with West Ham, but when I watched that, I thought, you know what, you you embarrassed yourself there, man. Seriously. And he's calling AFTV embarrassing and disgraceful, and but everything he was saying was kind of summed up him in that video there. Like, yeah, really, really bad. Like, so just go and have a watch. It's about a 5-minute video. Just have a look at the Talksport, Robbie and Ray Parlour. And Ray Parlour, like, literally, he tried to, let me use the term, he tried to mug off Robbie, but I feel that he mugged himself off. And then going through the comments, there's even Arsenal fans saying they lost a lot of respect for him. So yeah, that was that. So I just tried to catch up from the Newcastle game, which obviously no video went out. I'm not one of these people, oh, we lost, you know that already, I'm not putting out a video. No, I've been busy we've gone back to doing the kids stuff, which is DBXL. So I was doing a lot of filming, a lot of editing, and yeah, that literally everything sort of caught up with me. This video might have been a bit longer now because everybody keep flipping trying to come in here or phone my phone. But yeah, thanks for all the subscribers, thanks for the views, thanks for everything. And hopefully we're back on track now in regards to the content getting put out. Any dreams, any goals, any aspirations in life, stay on track, stay focused. Don't let no one deter you, don't let no one sway your thoughts. And by that I mean, don't let no one burst your bubble. The next game is Burnley away, and they've just beat Wolves 4-0, so it's not going to be easy. But I'm hoping we can get back on track. Come on, you Irons.